Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to the overall weekly spirit reading for the first week of August and also the monthly spirit reading for August. I'm putting it all in one when it goes into a new month. So I'm going to put all the spirit messages I've been getting into this to carry us through August, and then I'll get into the archangels, the angels, the energy, messages from heaven, everything else. So it's a combo monthly reading for August, and as we're going into the first week of August, and they were saying there's so much going to be illuminated to us in August. The number one thing they said was to trust your insight, because it's your insight that is really showing the way you could get real clarity on things. Things are being illuminated. The number one most important thing to do, which I posted in a spirit message separate, was to raise yourself to number one, meaning uplift your spirit. Put yourself, if you have a metaphorical to-do list in the morning, first thing you do, you raise yourself to number one. Number one thing is to raise yourself and your spirits. Connect with spirit, raise your spirit. Keep doing that, because anything else on your to-do list will be illuminated, even what to do and how to do it. Meaning when you're centered and you're clear, coming from your truth, your integrity, you're aligned first, everything is very clear what you're to do and how you are to do it. And they're saying also beyond that, it is so important right now through this time of transformation where everything around us is shifting and changing. We're changing. There's a lot of shedding going on, a lot of letting go, things that you no longer need to carry with you. You could be illuminated on what even qualities or characteristics of yourself you're letting go at this time. Another thing they pointed out, it's all about divine self-care. So things where you may have been more laid back about this divine self-care of yourself, you could be gently shown how to improve that. I've been seeing that for myself and others around. See if you, are you eating properly? Are you drinking enough water? They were saying between the events of the world, the energy of the world, the toxicity of the world, the events going on, and that and COVID, and then also extreme weather, whether it's heat waves and things like that. Are you staying hydrated? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you minding being as strong as possible, as healthy as possible with everything that's going on? Are you taking the precautions? Are you taking the protections? Building up your immune system, being of optimal health. Where we're slipping in that, you'll be illuminated on what to do. Do you need more sleep? Do you need to eat better? Do you need to exercise? Do you need more time outs to reboot and recharge? Take care of your energy. There was a lot coming through before about energy leaks, plugging up where you just feel drained, where people are spinning you, just using your energy. You want to let that go, shed it, because you need all your energy right now to be number one, like raise up in spirit, raise up in your energy, because you have things to do and you have things to accomplish, and it can't be scattered or going to things that don't deserve your energy. So there was a lot going on about going into August strong, feeling intact, peace altogether, no matter what is happening. Be the calm in the storm, be anchored in the storm. Because there's so much changing and shifting, and the number one thing they were saying is to divine self-care. Make sure you do that, then everything else is illuminated. You can't go wrong. Follow your integrity and follow your own intuition, because that's your insight. That is why it's even, they said our clair abilities are more clear, because that's our sight through this time. And stay highly, highly connected to spirit. I don't care what's going on and what waves, it sometimes it feels like we're in a blender of emotions and circumstances and situations around us, but we are to stay calm, cool, centered, connected to spirit. You stay strong, you hold on to your power, your divine power, your strength. You take divine self-care of yourself, and you know you're strong enough to face anything head on and get through. And trust your insight, trust your intuition, because it's your sight. Oh, and that led to, when you trust your intuition, you can feel and know what to say yes to and what to say no to. And then they really drummed home, what you say no to is just as important as what you say yes to. And in fact, what you say no to is actually saying yes to something else. And this is so powerful, because there's a lot that we need to say no to right now that's actually saying yes to something else. So don't be afraid to shed or let go of anything. When you truly need to say yes to something, you're saying yes to something else. That no is enough, you're saying yes to something else. And in the end of the game, it's to stay as divine self-care as possible. Taking divine self-care in all the ways that means. Raise yourself to number one. and take divine self-care of yourself. And you could be shown through your days how that can manifest for you, what that means for you personally, how to take divine self-care of yourself. And remember, saying no is saying yes to something else. And don't be afraid to say no. You're meant to say no because you're saying yes to something else. And I think it's very important. They're trying to make us feel as together as possible, as strong as possible, as healthy as possible for these times, as stable as, you know, and as at peace as possible. So let's get the Archangel messages for August, and especially the first week going into August. What are the Archangel messages? As I put all that in there, I wanted to share it and not lose it, because that has been the oncurring messages for August. And I really like that, because it's almost like don't be afraid to let go, because we're going for the new. And even if we have to start again, start from scratch, whatever, we're here for that. We're here for the creations, the co-creations, recreations. So it's only natural that we may be shedding a lot of the old. We might have to physically, mentally, emotionally say no to the old, because we're greeting the new, and we're doing it aligned to us, to making us number one first. And they said then the rest is illuminated on what to say yes or no to, how to do it even. So that's where you come from. You can't go wrong in August. You cannot go wrong in August. Fully aligned to yourself, taking divine self-care to yourself, knowing what you're saying yes and no to. And by saying no, you're saying yes to something else. And if anything is saying yes to further empowering you, further adding you more energy when you need it, being more a healthy choice for yourself, that's an automatic yes. That's what they're saying. That's what they're drumming home in all the ways it might show up. Okay, Archangels for the first week of August especially. What are the messages, clear messages for anyone who finds this video? For, oh gosh, that flew out. Page of Ariel. Yeah, greet the new. Something new is coming in the physical. It could be a new opportunity, something new to work on. So again, don't be afraid to say no, because it's saying yes to something else. And here it comes. First card, Page of Ariel. There's something new to work on, something to say yes to take the place, and it's probably aligned with taking really divine self-care of yourself. It's aligned with your integrity, the truth of who you are, because that's where we're coming from with these new creations and co-creations. So this is literally an excellent opportunity that's going to be offered to you. It's time to get to work. It could be something for a work-wise project, education, learn something new, work on something new. And it's better aligned. It's aligned with what they were saying. It's of the new choices, with the new ingredients, more aligned to you. That's where you're coming from. That's where you have to make your choices from. And here is that Page of Ariel saying, yes, here I am, because you shed to make way for this. And it's literally an excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships of the pursuit of education. It's time to get to work. Something new is coming in. Like they kept on saying, greet the new in August. There's new things coming in. And we're changing, the world's changing, but this is like good stuff coming in. And say yes. This is what you say yes to. New things to work on or learn. Maybe you're expanding what you can learn, what you can do. Let's see, what are the other Archangel messages for August? Ooh, that almost flipped out, but not. So I want clear messages. Yes, we have the... Oh, wow, are they being clear? New things are definitely coming in. Queen of Raphael, things that you really deeply care about that are aligned to your higher self almost. When they said take divine self-care of yourself, illuminate yourself first, raise your spirits first, be in your integrity in what you clearly know what your heart wants, what's aligned to you, what's aligned even to your higher self, literally. And then everything else that you are to do is illuminated, even how you do it, like what you're saying yes to, what you're saying no to. You're saying yes to new opportunities in the physical that are aligned to your heart, and they're literally saying follow your heart, a love of home and family, and trustworthy psychic information. Just like what they made me say, you trust your insight, your psychic abilities are more clear. Your clear abilities are more clear. Your intuition is your guidance through this time where we cannot see with our physical eyes. You trust your intuition and you follow your heart. There's genuine love of home and family. That's what we're concerned with. That's where we are. This is a very psychic card, I want to say, a very giving card, very kind, and you're following your heart, and that is what you're interested in, and you say yes to those opportunities that are literally aligned with your heart, with your insights, with your intuition, and even what you're psychically getting. 10 of Raphael, because it's leading to happiness. This is 10 of Cups. And this is love and blessings fill your life, harmonious relationships with family members, and a happily ever after. This is coming together, and you're following your heart. So you're literally, it's with the choices that you're making, saying yes or no to, and you're creating those new opportunities that's going to bring in overall more happiness to you. You're following your heart, you're following your passions, you're following your intuition. It's all about love of family and home, creating happy circumstances, happy surroundings, bettering your environment, your home environment, your family, and your relationships, and greeting these new. So this could be new opportunities for happiness, new opportunities to work on. Oops. Yes, to work on. Just when I said new opportunities to work on, it's 8 of Ariel. Yeah, like they said, there's new opportunities here to work on that they're actually aligned to your highest good, and even you have divine guidance. Trust your insight if it's putting you in the direction of something new to work on, literally. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. That's 2 things about education. You may be opening up your world, furthering your knowledge in some way, definitely working on projects or work things. And it's time to get to work with things that are aligned with your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your intuition. It's also creating more happiness for you within the home, what you're working on, what your new projects are. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. So this is what we're saying yes to, these new opportunities to work on that bring in more happiness and are really aligned to your heart. And following those intuition, creative nudges that lead you there. Because here we have the Queen of Raphael is very psychic, and here is an angel pointing to the work. And we have, again, Ace of Ariel doubling down. It's new, 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 new. Greeting the new, shedding the old. And here, it's your lucky day. New resources of money, time, support, a change in your job or promotion. You could have changed things up. Maybe you're letting some things go to welcome the new now to work on. It could be a lot of that going on. Like they said, made me say about what you say no to equals saying yes to something else. So it could be possibly shifting direction, getting a new job, something new to work on, new opportunities. And it's because you did say no to the things not aligned with you. You're going for the things that are aligned, that you're passionate about, that your heart wants. You're following your heart and you're following your inner guidance. And it's really creating happiness here. Definite time to work on new things. Page of Ariel bringing new opportunity, new things to work on. Ace of Ariel is all about new things in the physical. So it could be jobs, projects, ideas to work on that will manifest and actually be a seed that grows into something more. So follow that. Oh my gosh. And now we got, oh my gosh, we have 3 of Gabriel. And we have something that flew across the room, which is showing me that you're really going to be flying forward through August on this. Whatever new is coming in that you're working on, this is expansion here. This is where you've done your work and you're taking the next steps of expansion. You could be getting a sign that your ships are coming in, or that's where your focus is. You're taking the steps and the planning and the action and the passion to expand on something by the work you're doing with these new things. Because it says, prosperity arising from wise planning, time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. You could be getting results coming in like that. Your ships are slowly coming in, results are in view. You could be taking the steps and the plans of how you can expand on your projects or new opportunities, or the work that the project or work things you're working on, the new things coming in. It could be leading to great expansion for you. And you are going forward on that. On truth, integrity, that's aligned to you, that we kept on saying. You're doing this very logically, I want to say. This is also a fast moving. So you're wasting no time in trying to expand, get lift off, work on these projects. And it's working really logically, I want to say. It's time to move quickly, choose logic over emotion and sudden changes. Just like they made me say, everything's changing. We're changing, the world's changing, and we're shifting with it. We're looking for expansion, working on new things. We're doing it logically, very logically, planning our steps, planning our expansion. We're ready to get to work to do that. New things coming in for happiness. You follow what's aligned to your heart. Like they said, you keep it aligned to you. It will illuminate what you are to do and how to do it, what to fly forward. You're strong, you're committed, you're not backing down, you're going forward on these new projects, new ideas, new things to work on that are aligned to your heart, that are creating more happiness within the home and for yourself. And that's the Archangel advice. you just keep it moving. Okay, that's the last card. So we're going to probably be riding this card all the way through August. So we're out of the gate in the first week of August, and that's what we're charging forth with. Very committed to whatever new came in, and we're looking to expand on it, take the next steps to go forward. It's aligned to our heart. You follow your heart all through August. Like they said, align to yourself, align to your truth and integrity, creating more happiness, new and new. Page of Ariel is bringing in a new offer. Age of Ariel is it's manifesting, a seed to manifest and work on and grow, and you are. The next one is expanding, taking the plans to take it to the next step, and you're charging forth. So this is clarity. This is clarity that you probably got from your insight, being very psychic back here, also following your heart, and that's your insight, and you're charging in that direction, working on new things, greet the new, expand on the new, work hard to catapult it further, to bring your ships in, the results in. That's where we are in August. Let's get the energy for August, okay? So first week of August and through August. Ooh, right away, we got hostilities. Yes. That's part of what we say no to, right? People have not made it easy. Things were challenges, challenging energy we had to fight through as the Knight of Michael to cut through the clarity. Yep, and we're charging forward. You can't make this up. We charged past that in the past, recent past. We had hostilities. This is challenges, people blocking our path. Challenges, just fighting. It's just so challenging. They're in our path, literally obstruction of this movement, and we broke through. This is action, aligned action. So hostilities, we got through them. We're charging forward. It is time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotions. This is part of what we're saying no to when it's not aligned to our hearts, our integrity. Like they said, you raise yourself to number one. You illuminate yourself first. Raise your spirit first. Then you know what to say yes to, what to say no to. Your to-do list is illuminated on what to pour your energy and attention to. We're no longer giving it to hostilities. We're saying no to this. It's like, you're not blocking my path. I can make my way here. This is not an obstruction no longer, because we are aligned, charging forward no matter what. That takes a lot of strength that we garnered in the last reading. Now we're moving forward on new things, charging forward. Hostilities are a thing of the past, or we charge right past them. I want to say we charge right past them. And, oh gosh, we got two more with that. Yes, we're all tied up to balance. So that is saying we were all tied up. We were hung back for challenges, whether it was literal people, situations, circumstances. They had us all tied up, but we have broken free. We have action and balance. So we're balanced, moving with our heart and our intuition, charging forward, going forward past these hostilities, being all charged up. We're greeting the new. We're saying yes to the new. We're working on the new. We're expanding and planning to bring in new results. We're concerned with just following our hearts, literally, and creating more happiness of home and family. And we're charging in that. And we're leaving being all tied up and hostile, anything inside and out that was just making us feel all tied up in every which way. And we're charging in the direction of dreams. This is aligned. This is like us and intuition and divine charging all in the same direction to balance. And that's what we're creating with the 10 of Raphael as well, more balance. And it really is aligned with, what do you say yes to, what do you say no to, and not letting anything stop you. Don't back down. Your insight is your sight, I want to say, and it frees you as well, because you know what to say yes and what not to, and what to say no to. It's by remaining the queen, knowing you're illuminated, following your heart no matter what. So that automatically, when you do that, you know what to say yes to, what to say no to, what to say, yes, I accept this new opportunity, I'm going to work on that and expand on that and leave this in the dust. And you are leaving it in the dust, because we have action and we have this choosing logic. You're writing this all through August. It's like creating more balance and bringing in more results by new things to work on, and leaving this nonsense in the past. So this is why they're saying take divine self-care of yourself, take care of your energy. It takes energy to be balanced through it all. It takes energy to ride forward logically and not be pulled in too many directions where you're not going in the direction you need power for this. You need illumination for this. You're following your heart, your intuition that knows you don't let this stop you. You work on the new things, the new opportunities. You see your ships, the idea of them coming in. You know what plans, what steps you need to take to further those ships coming in with results. That's where your heart is. That's where your focus is on what you are to do. That's why they kept on saying, bring your energy back and focus in on what you are to do. It's bringing much happiness in the home, with your family. Let's get some goddess guidance as we hold on, as we are the King of Michael charging forth logically all through August. Why are they getting August? Oh gosh, in August. Quiet time. We're going to need some quiet time to tune into that psychic time to reboot, recharge. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. Yeah, we have to come from an aligned place, balanced place, centered place. We have to listen to our intuition. Our insight, they said, was our sight through this. So pay attention. You go within, especially when you are feeling all tied up or hostile, like you're not getting this. Like, go quiet time, because they could nudge you in the direction of where the opportunities are, which opportunities to say yes to, what to say no to. That goes back to the spirit message in the beginning, because you got to tune in, be centered. Like they said, raise yourself up first, connect to spirit, connect to your higher self, make yourself number one. When you uplift yourself, what you are to do, the rest on your to-do list is illuminated, what to do, and even how to do it. And that's what you need, because you're saying yes to new opportunities, how to expand, and what to work on that's aligned with you. And you need quiet time to reboot and recharge for energy to go forward on that, aligned, in balance, and release the rest. Ooh, that almost went over. What was that? Oh, it was independent. Very interesting. The independent card almost turned over. I don't know if it wants to be, but I'll show you. It was independent, and it says your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. That's why we have to stay centered and balanced and tuned in and make us number one. Independently, make yourself number one. It is the foundation for your strength and success. And have compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others, and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Clear up the hostilities back here that all tied up. You have compassion going forward, and more than that, for yourself as well, I want to say. You know when you need to have greater compassion for yourself and for others. We're releasing, like they said, we're shedding a lot. You may be finding you can't make this up, High Priestess. I knew this card wanted to come out. We're releasing a lot. We have to release a lot to stay divinely in tune, and also for our insight, and it's the High Priestess. Just like I said, you have to stay illuminated, and they said stay highly connected to spirit, especially. I mean, they always say stay connected, but like throughout the day, just keep illuminating yourself, because it's your insight. And it says you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. But it's like independently, you're holding your own. Like they said, make yourself number one. Then everything that needs to be done, you'll have the energy for it. You'll know what to do, how to do it, what to say yes to, what to say no to, how to take divine self-care of yourself. You could be shown, like nudged, how to do so, how to greet those new opportunities, what to work on, what not to work on. Stay really taking care of your energy. And this is your secret power of August, this insight, your intuition. I can't say it enough, because everything else is so unclear, especially when it feels like the world has just been thrown up in the air. This is what's guiding us. It's the High Priestess. And I refer to all of you on my channel as the High Priestess. This is our guidance. This is our sight. That's what we're following. Definitely, you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. You're probably sharing it with others and sharing what you know and what you're getting. You could be helping others at this time too. But more for yourself. This is your insight. This is what's giving you strength, what's giving you power, what's giving you your compass. It almost feels like your compass, your headlight. With one headlight, that's all you need to see your way through. Turn on your headlight. They just said, turn on your headlights. You're going to know which opportunities to work on and how to expand and move forward. It's all about action, moving on the things that are aligned to your heart, and knowing what to say yes and what to say no to, and trusting your intuition for August. Absolutely. Stay highly, highly connected to spirit. What can we surrender in August so we remain the High Priestess in full power? High Priestess in full power, charging ahead on what you know you were supposed to. Yes, yes, yes. We're letting all these other people go. Surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Just like they said, mind your business with the Eight of Pentacles over there. Mind your business. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, your own attractiveness, and your own power. Like they said, make yourself number one on the list. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power, because you have to stay empowered and independent. It's like you're fired up, moving. You got to keep yourself. You're alone here, charged up, divinely connected, going in the direction to work on, staying empowered. That's why they're saying take divine self-care of yourself in all ways. If you feel you're focusing on other people too much, you pull it back, because you got to focus in on what you're working on, what is your power, what is your strength. That, like they said, plug up the energy leaks. If you feel your energy is going to too many people, you need to direct it, fuel yourself up, fuel it into the things you are doing, what you're working on. You need, oh, wow, wow, wow. Surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in, compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. If there's anything right now, we're coming together more intimately with other people at this time. We need other people, even if we physically can't be with, we have distance, all that. It's like, be more intimate with the relationships you do have, because that is part of the divine love and support that we have at this time. Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will come and will arrive. In any card that is possible, when I do a reading lately, they keep on saying you are heard. When you pray from your heart, you are heard throughout the universe, and answers and support arrive. And this has been coming through over and over, so I'll say it again here. Like, anything that you think about and mull over in your heart, they hear you. They hear you. They could be sending you signs in anything that they do hear you. So I'm repeating that again. I know people talk about feathers, coins, birds, things like that. It can be in anything. It could be in a music lyric. It could be their name showing up somewhere. It could be any kind of message or anything. Let it feed you, and not write it off as just, oh, I'm just playing in my mind. No, let it feed you, because they're sending you, they know we're praying and thinking very hard during this time, especially, that they're sending even more messages and signs that they're around. And so know that you're heard. Drink that in. Let it feed you, honestly. Surrendering to prayer also can help you instantly tap in as the high priestess to something greater and higher. Like they said, stay highly connected through this time. If you feel a shift in your energy or the way that you're thinking or feeling, I mean, it happens in a moment. We're all human. Immediately highly connect back to spirit. Surrender back to prayer. It immediately lifts you up. Stay that way all through. Okay? Because there's a lot that drags us down. And we have, yeah, surrender to the effortlessness. They want us to stay divinely illuminated here, going with the tide effortlessly, and stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. So we're really supposed to hold our own, and through these seas of change, we're just going through it illuminated. That's why stay the high priestess. That's your source of power. That's your source of insight. That's your way to stay balanced. We even have the balance card back here. It's how we're doing it. It is how we're doing it. And they know that. They keep on saying that over and over again. So now let's step into messages from heaven as we go forward, working on the new thing, staying empowered for it. Let's see, messages from heaven. Ooh, yeah, take control of the situation. We know you can do this. Whatever you're working on, whatever new opportunities come in, they know you can do it. That's why they're saying take divine care of yourself. Continuously tap in, listen to your intuition. They're supporting you. Take control of the situation. We know you can do it. So, oh no, never forget you are loved. Love never dies. Listen, I don't know if you saw my Spirit Pick Me Up reading, but we had two cards about you are so loved. Two cards came out. You are so loved. You have to know, never forget you are loved. Love never dies, that you're surrounded by your spirit guides. I also feel it's your loved ones passed on. And we had two cards that one said you are loved in this moment. We had that card, and we had another card about you are just so loved. You are so loved. Oh, you are loved to a level you cannot even imagine. You are forever connected and forever united, and it was that you are loved to a level you cannot even imagine. And here we have again, never forget you are loved. Love never dies. So they're sending you, why they made me go on again with the surrender to prayer, and when they made me say they're sending you signs, and it can come in anything. They are showing you tremendous love through this time, tremendous support through this time. It could come in anything, so be open and let it feed you because they're around. They're telling you to seize these opportunities and work on the new opportunities that are aligned to your heart, and trust your insight, your intuition, and focus just on happiness, happy home, happiness. Take divine self-care of yourself. Stop looking at other people. Focus in on what you are to do so you remain powerful. You have energy to that. Stay the High Priestess for whenever you need. This is gorgeous. Never forget you are loved. Love never dies. They're really coming through anytime I do a reading about this love that they're really trying to show us. And we're helping to bring a little luck your way. You deserve it. So know when you're looking for your ships to come in, you're working hard on new things. They're helping to bring in the luck. They're helping to bring in the helpful people. They're going to start bringing some luck your way. So that could be showing up for you too. So let's get some guardian angel messages for the first week of August and what to carry us through August as we charge forward on the things aligned to our heart and take divine care of ourselves. Believe, yeah, believe. Be open to all possibilities and opportunities and let go of preconceived ideas. Remember when they said we're doing a lot of shedding right now? Be open to the new. Be open to new possibilities and opportunities because we have the Page of Ariel and we have the Ace of Ariel, and they want you to work and they want it to be aligned. You are the Queen of Raphael. It has to be aligned to your heart. You're focused on your happiness and creating more of that. You're letting go of being tied up, held back, hostilities, things not working out, challenges, whether through people or circumstances. They're showing you the way. They want you to believe. Be open to these new opportunities that are coming in. And let go of all the ideas, preconceived ideas. And I would say even the people, the circumstances, the experiences of the past. There's nothing to fear. You're constantly surrounded by love. Remember, never forget your love. Love never dies. They're right here through the whole thing. And you're tapping into them as the High Priestess. Never forget, you are loved. And they're showing you the way as the High Priestess. That's your sight, okay? They want me to show that this is your sight. This is you, your sight, the High Priestess, right? So they want you to stay fired up in your energy. Tap in. That's your sight. You connect to them. You know that you're forever loved. You're greeting new opportunities, working on them. You know what to say yes and no to. You know how to stay in your power for this. And there's nothing to fear. You're constantly surrounded by love. Start to believe in yourself and trust your instincts. Just like they said, trust your intuition. Trust those nudges you get. That's your insight. That's your sight for this time. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities abound, provided you're flexible and retain an open heart and mind. Believe all is possible. You have an open heart that's even illuminated. That's where you're acting from. Follow your heart. Exactly. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities abound, provided you're flexible and retain an open heart and mind. Believe all is possible, provided you're flexible. Going back to that spirit message, don't be afraid to shed. Don't be afraid to say no. When you say no, you say yes to something else. You say yes to new opportunities coming in, what new things to work on that bring in results. They're here for it, showing you the way, literally. Patience. We do have to have patience. Patience is required at the moment. You may feel that things are not moving as forward as you would like. Remember when they said surrender to the effortlessness, you don't force the river. So you may feel that things are not moving as fast as you would like, yet there is a lot going on energetically. The current situation causing concern is evolving positively. Let go and have patience. You will eventually realize that this whole event was in fact a blessing. All is perfect as it is. Trust. You are eternally loved and guided, and that is why we have you are loved and you are guided. We have the High Priestess. Also, you have patience through this time. You know, everything is evolving. Lots is going on energetically that we cannot see, right? That's why we're the High Priestess. We can see with our insight. We do know when we're linked to spirit and to the loved ones passed on and our guides. We know that everything is working out as it should, as it is, and you are eternally loved and guided, and to trust the process as we go forward here. That's why the secret is to remain High Priestess. Never forget you're always connected and loved. Surrender to effortlessness. Continue following your heart and greeting the new. And know what to work on. Know what to say yes and what to say no to. It should be aligned to your heart. It should be aligned to your higher self. Courage. Here we go with the courage and the strength to go forward no matter what. And to not back down, go forward, stand up, dare to be different, to make mistakes, create, for it is in creation that you exist. In this world of dreams that stem from the eternal heart, you are one with all creation. all is possible. So go forth and be true to yourself. That's why we are the Knight of Michael, charging forth as the Queen of Raphael. In the truth of of who we are, what we stand for, our integrity, the truth of our hearts, right? You are one with all creation. They're telling again, all is possible. Go forth and be true to yourself, for it is only through being true to you that you can be true to others. And that's what we're manifesting. That's what we're working on with these new things, with these new ingredients. It's aligned to your heart. You're charging forth on truth, integrity, logically. You're a high priestess tapped in. That's your sight. You're forever connected in love. They're showing you the way. They're probably giving a lot of signs and messages. Their belief in you is that you can do this. You step in here, take control of situations. We know you can do this. Have patience when you know that you're working with the circumstances, the times we're in. You surrender to the ebb and flow. You don't let it deter your energy. You stay focused on yourself. Back there with the comparisons of people, it's like, don't get sucked in with the dramas of the world and other people, because you need your energy on what you're charging forth with that's dear to your heart, that's new, that you're working on, and keep your energy up, aligned. That's your sight to get through this time and what to work on. And you're forever loved, and love never dies. Believe, patience, courage to go forward in this way. And it's leading to more happiness. You're bringing it in. Just follow your heart all through August, charging forward logically. Believe, have patience. Do it effortlessly almost. That's why take divine self-care of yourself. You are the high priestess. I know I talk to you all as the high priestess. You're like the high priestess at work in August. Big time. That's why take divine self-care of yourself with all you're working on, and seize those new opportunities. Those are the ones to say yes to. Those are the ones to say yes to. All right. Have a great first week of August and a great month of August. Take care. Bye-bye.